welcome. I'm Nikita Singh and you're watching Tech It Out. This week we show you a construction robot. We also give you a sneak peek into the future of aircrafts and find out if your password is hackable or not. Artificial intelligence is supposed to make us smarter, right? But what if it's actually doing the opposite? A new study suggests that our increasing dependence on AI could be having a surprising effect on our brains. And it's not good. Our next report gets you more details.
Artificial intelligence technology is everywhere. It's in our smartphones, our computers. Even big corporations and governments have adopted or are on the cusp of adopting this modern technology. From helping us complete everyday work, like writing an email or doing homework, to helping in more complex jobs, like diagnosing diseases, accelerating drug development, and even fight war on the battlefield, AI is everywhere. Around 300 million people worldwide use AI today, and that number is set to soar to 739 million by 2030. Like the advent of machines and computers, AI promised to revolutionize our lives, making work faster, simpler, and more efficient. But at what cost? A new study by Microsoft Research and Carnegie Mellon University warns that AI reliance might be eroding our cognitive abilities. Brain rot is often linked to endless doom scrolling. However, this research suggests that overusing AI leads to the deterioration of cognitive faculties. AI excels at automating tasks, yet its very convenience may be making us dumber. Researchers studied 319 knowledge workers to see how AI affects critical thinking. The results were stark. The more workers leaned on AI, the less critical thinking they engaged in. Instead of problem solving, they became mere overseers, checking AI's work rather than actively engaging in complex thinking. The study highlights a troubling shift. Jobs are no longer about solving problems, but ensuring AI correctly solves them. This transition from task execution to task stewardship leaves workers feeling mentally sluggish and less capable. And that's not all. Even more concerning is the fact that those relying on AI for complex reasoning produced a narrower range of solutions compared to those thinking independently. The conclusion? Automating routine tasks deprives users of the chance to practice judgment and sharpen their cognitive skills. Over time, this leads to weakened mental faculties, making people less prepared for real-world challenges. AI is a powerful tool, but blind reliance on it may come at the cost of our intelligence.
What if robots could actually help us build homes? A new robot is changing the face of construction. It can handle everything from drilling to painting, and get this, it works with human workers and not against them. This adaptable machine is pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Watch this report to know more.
The world of robotics has witnessed huge developments over the years. Robots can now walk, cook, and even paint. In other words, robots are proving to be versatile, valuable, and above all, fascinating. Look at this. This is Concert. Developed by the Italian Institute of Technology, the robot can perform a variety of tasks depending on the tool it's fit with and the instructions it is given. The prototype robot was recently tested on a building site in Italy where it worked alongside construction workers and helped them in performing tasks like drilling, sanding, painting, and carrying heavy materials.
The Concert platform offers different modes of operation. It can be used as a collaborative platform executing a physical demanding and repetitive construction tasks together with the human operators, but at the same time offers autonomous functionalities in which the platform can work alone inside the construction site with a minimal human supervision.
Concert structure and robotic arm are adaptable and can be reconfigured for different tasks. This means the robot can be quickly repurposed for a variety of workplace scenarios.
The actual manipulation system of the robot can be reconfigured to adjust its workspace settings, its payload capacity, and also the level of the forces that the system can apply to the environment during the execution of the construction task. At the same time, it's offering full flexibility in integrating different kinds of tools that are dedicated to different construction tasks like drill tools, spraying, painting, sanding tools, and other type of grippers that are needed for the transportation of construction material.
With the help of Concert, researchers are aiming to develop a new generation of robots capable of safely collaborating with human workers. For instance, the Concert robot is equipped with a comprehensive suite of sensors, including vision systems, 3D LiDAR cameras, and ultrasonic sensors, designed to detect the presence and proximity of human operators. The Concert team is also working to expand the robot's task capabilities by leveraging AI and machine learning. The idea is to teach the robot to do more tasks and evaluate the quality of its work.
Check this out. This isn't your average airplane. It's sleek, it's innovative, and it's powered by hydrogen. In this story, we show you an aircraft that is about to make history by attempting a non-stop flight around the world. Here's more.
Look at this. This is a two-seater plane called Climate Impulse. Wondering what makes this plane different than other planes? Once fully developed, Climate Impulse will run on supercooled liquid hydrogen and will be used to fly around the world non-stop to prove the viability of hydrogen-powered flight. Its makers say the lightweight two-seater could potentially revolutionize sustainable air travel.
We take green hydrogen, that means hydrogen that is produced through renewable electricity, liquefy this hydrogen and put it into huge fuel tanks that are the two big fuselage of the Climate Impulse airplane. And in the middle you have a cockpit for two people, Rafael Dinelli and me. And the goal is to fly 9 days around the world, non-stop. Should be enough to go all the way around and produce zero emissions.
Liquid hydrogen has previously been used to power rockets. However, it is yet to prove its practicality in commercial aircraft.
The aim of Climate Impulse is more than just flying a plane around the world with a liquid hydrogen propulsion system. Sure, the objective is to set a record, but it's also to create a demonstrator and transfer this technology to civil aviation, or to aviation that has more capacity and more people on board.
Pour l'aviation civile ou pour l'aviation qui emporte.
Still in its early development stages, the aircraft is capable of flying at altitudes where it can harness energy from atmospheric turbulence.
The plane has the wingspan of an Airbus 320, 34 meters. It weighs 5.5 tons and it flies at 180 kilometers per hour. That means 100 knots at 10,000 feet, 3,000 meters altitude. And it's not flying so high, so people will be able to see it from the ground, which will be exciting for them. And we will be in the atmospheric turbulence section. So the goal is also to use the turbulence in order to transform that turbulence into energy. And this is the efficiency part of the project. And I believe that the airlines are also in the future going to use the same type of energy from the atmosphere in order to save fuel and to be more efficient.
So, how does the technology work? The process behind Climate Impulse involves two key steps. First, hydrogen and oxygen are generated from water via electrolysis on the ground. Second, inside the aircraft, these gases combine to create electricity, which drives the propellers. Although the technology is still evolving, its backers, including aerospace giant Airbus, aim to further hydrogen-based aviation research. Climate Impulse will take to the skies in 2026 for its first test flight.
Well, we've shared a lot of interesting stories on emerging tech trends, but there's a lot more that's happening in the world of technology across the globe. Here's a quick wrap of all the latest developments.
This week, Microsoft unveiled their first quantum chip, called WION. What makes this chip truly revolutionary is that it's powered by the world's first topoconductor. This represents the biggest material breakthrough in computing since silicon. From fighting pollution to developing new medicines, Microsoft claims the chip could make quantum computing possible within years rather than decades. Extremely small in size, the chip can easily fit in the palm of our hand and yet is capable of holding 1 million qubits within a single chip. In everyday computers and laptops, we have bits, which are represented as 1 or 0. However, quantum computing allows the bit to be both 1 and 0, and this is what is known as qubit. This is what allows supercomputers to be super fast. However, qubits are very fragile and can be easily disturbed, making them difficult to control. This is what Microsoft claims to have cracked with the help of topoconductors, making the process of building quantum computers more stable and easier to scale up. Microsoft's WION has been in the works for nearly 2 decades and has been created using indium arsenide and aluminum. Microsoft did not give a timeline for when the chip would be scaled up to create quantum computers. However, they did acknowledge that more work is required before quantum computers become practical tools. Tech giant Google has agreed to pay Italy $340 million to settle tax evasion investigation. Italian authorities had accused Google Ireland of failing to declare and pay taxes on income generated in the country between 2015 and 2019. The probe focused particularly on revenues obtained through selling advertising space. EU's efforts to increase tax revenue from tech giants operating in Europe have been largely unsuccessful. Many tech companies have been accused by the European Union of shifting profits to low-tax jurisdictions like Ireland and Luxembourg. According to a report released by Australia's online safety regulator, children in Australia are able to easily bypass the minimum age limit imposed by social media platforms. It was discovered that around 80% of Australian children aged 8 to 12 used social media in 2024, with YouTube, TikTok, Meta's Instagram, and Snapchat being the most popular services. While YouTube allows children under 13 to use the platform with parental supervision. However, it was found that none of the account holders aged 8 to 12 reported having their accounts shut down for being underage. Last year in November, Australia approved a social media ban for children under 16. The ban is set to take effect at the end of 2025. South Korea has accused DeepSeek of sharing user data with TikTok's parent company, ByteDance. This week, South Korea removed DeepSeek from local versions of the Apple App Store and Google Play stores over data protection concerns. Earlier this month, a US-based cybersecurity company alleged potential data sharing between DeepSeek and ByteDance. Meanwhile, South Korea's data protection agency has said that despite finding a link between DeepSeek and ByteDance, it is yet to confirm what data was transferred and to what extent.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting new inventions and updates on the latest gadgets. Until then, keep watching WION World is One, and yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Nikita Singh, taking your leave. See you next week.